No. Just go to the assets thing.
I don't like the asset thing.
Go to the assets thing.
No.
It's so much faster, man.
No. It's the same.
Click
It's the
here.
same.
Click
Please,
here.
guys,
Click here. You don't even have the right asset library there. It could be a drag. It could be drag and drop.
Now it's taking extra steps.
Yes, because you haven't set it up properly. Drag that in.
Which one it is?
This one. Drag that in. I'm saving you so much time.
No, because I had to set up earlier. So
Yeah, because
save
you haven't
me
set it
zero.
up, man.
Save me 0 time.
Set up your shit.
Force me.
I did. Well, currently it's the threshold between pre-production and production, which is a little bit of a quiet before the storm situation, with an emphasis on quiet, because currently a lot of people are away. Most of the people are gone to SIGGRAPH in Vancouver, so all the shading and large part of the animation are currently a little bit on hold. So what is actually happening?
Last week we were mostly preparing a presentation.
A presentation for an event that I was visiting, and that basically just ate up all of my time. But it's fine, because the presentation is also something that I would like to reuse in parts for the Blender conference. It's basically about dog walk. It's an overview of where did this game come from, why did we do it, how the idea and the art style formed. If you want to see the presentation, you can be at the Blender conference and see it in person. Or, just like in previous years, we always upload all of the presentations that we do, and they're just immediately available on YouTube. So go to the Blender account on YouTube and you can find also all the previous years of presentations there. Other than that, I have just finished my article, a big breakdown of how we were implementing the stop motion like animation that we did for Dog Walk in Godot. Because as I was figuring out, this is not a very common thing that you see in games. Usually animation is like super linear and smooth 60 FPS, but we wanted to have our animations on 2s, so animated every second frame, on a baseline of 24 frames per second, which is the default for movies. So how do you make a character move at 12 FPS if the rest of the game is moving at 60? It's a fascinating topic, it's a big article. It has lots of code snippets that you can just directly use, copy paste and use for your own projects. And I'm trying to really explain in detail all of the ingredients in how we made this work and how we made it look as good as possible. So check that out.
And this week is my last week before I go on vacation. So I'm trying to get as much done as possible that's informative for the team while I'm away, which is, for example, the color script, the modern day creature that is born from Critter, and some background creature design.
Then, of course, there's other creatures. We have an entire ecosystem of cosmic critters, and we had some great concept sculpts from Vivian that Julian is cleaning up right now.
We decided to have like 8 more creatures in the movie. They're the background creatures, all the other inhabitants of the ice belt that are trying to escape with Critter. So we're trying to get through them pretty fast. I'm cleaning up the sculpts, straightening them in their pose, the curvature, so we can just retopologize them, rig them pretty fast, because they don't need to do much. They just need to move, maybe blink, rotate their eyes. For that, I would like to keep the retopology as simple as possible. Ideally, if there needs to be any detail on the surfaces and in the shape, I'm just going to slap a multi-resolution modifier on it and just sculpt some of the details.
All we had were very rough drawings and rough sculpts as a design base, so I at least painted one of them. So we have a bit of color reference as well. I also looked at some of the concept art we already had, so I could reference that. And then I got a brief from Andy. I watched the edit a few more times and I tried to conjure something. In some scenes they are glowing a lot, like in the dance sequence or when the creatures team up to save one. They are glowing so much that maybe, like their local color doesn't really matter. They have to pop against the background, and I don't think the colors are very, very important, so we can decide them on the fly based on what works. I think a lot of the information was already in the edit, in a way, like the beats, like how the light changes and stuff like that.
Look at this.
Wonderful.
And then Look how he's eating, like.
So my point was going to be, first of all, the controls are now more visible because they're big, thick cubes. But there's higher level controls that are slightly different shade of green. At the corners and at the center.
Oh, you can open the mouth like, oh, sure.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, and there's the one for the bottom as well. I think that one is more useful for closing it actually. Because it starts out open, which is maybe a bit...
Help me,
Great.
I'm in pain.
There's also ones for the corners.
Kill me.
But those are not parenting based, but action based. Try the corner ones.
Yes. Corner, this.
Yeah. Yeah, but that one is action based, so it's kind of limited. Yeah, and you can always, you know, just go to the lower level ones if you want more control. So
Look like an elephant, like a happy elephant. Look at him.
So, you know, there's a face rig you can give feedback on. But it looks like you love it, so.
Critters rigging is coming along, as in like potentially done, depending on, you know, feedback. Two of our animators are not here currently, only Pablo. But he seems pretty happy, so that's good.
I'm animating critters jumping from a rock to another rock. Trying to add more urgency on him. I mean, it's the first time we see him jumping from rock to rock. With this kind of swimming cycle, he can panic, so we need to know how he does it. For the moment I did more like in a constant speed. Let's see. Maybe it sucks and we don't use it anymore. Now is the moment you throw spaghettis on the wall. It's not like that. But here in this shot we have him more frontal, so it's kind of easier to add all the urgency and everything because we have the face also, and it's easier. You should be able to convey already all the feeling by just having the movement on the body.
In the next coming weeks, we're gonna pile more and more shots on the animators, and then we should be able to get the ball rolling.
So I found this weird bug the other day, and it's already fixed, so that's good. But every time I regenerated Critter, I was greeted by this face. Which was pretty funny because some random bones would get squished to the 0x coordinate of the world. And it was pretty hard to figure out what was causing it, but Christoph fixed it later in the day when I reported it, so thank you, Christoph. Although I will probably always miss the barn-looking critter that you see right there.
Oh wait.
Your version of that shot, which
let
is
me-
fine.
I can commit.
Yeah, that's okay. Can you check out another shot for me?
Yes.
Yes. Open 60, 40.
This
Why
is.
can you?
I think
open
this is a
files
kind
and
of a
I
problem, isn't it? Like
No, this is my problem. I just fucked up. I didn't commit anything.
what shall I do then?
Well, obviously things are working great for you and everything is fine.
But I don't understand if we are in the same version. I don't know why mine is. I have old. Oh no, but you don't have Critter here. Do you have Critter?
I do have Critter and everything.
I have the old Critter. I revert Critter to from Trader.
Oh.
Tell me that you have the new Critter and then everything because that is break.
Yeah. Well,
But Bastian.
Bastian told me to revert the animation file, not Critter. And, okay, never mind.
Trade. Revert Critter. Let's try.
No, but I don't want to revert him, I want to report the bug.
Okay. Then I don't know.
But then you just keep working like normal and I try to tell Bastian which file to open and which brushes.
Okay, everything is going smooth.
Yesterday I got started on critting. Yesterday I got started on rigging 1. He's gonna have all these appendages which are gonna be floating around in the water. I don't know if you can see it. And of course by water I mean space. And so that's gonna be interesting because both bendy bones and curves are gonna have some downsides, so I'm not sure which solution we're gonna go with yet, but we'll just have to figure it out.
Hopefully he'll be able to rig him and then we can do a little bit more complex lay out in the scenes where we need him, because he's basically very, very big. It's almost a set. Once we have him, we should be able to lay out an entire scene in the middle of the film where we do kind of a sweeping dance choreography through the giant jellyfish, which I started, and we need to pick that up. Other than that, I've been working on a blog post about the whole story process so far, because it's been more or less a year since I started with this production, and I think I pitched the first version to the team in December of last year. Since then, a lot of stuff has happened. The movie has gone through various iterations of story development and also different methods of how that was achieved. So I'm just recapping that in a blog post with all the versions. You can see all of them. Lots of things and information that hopefully will be useful to you as well, which you can, by the way, check out at the studio website. Thank you very much.